Hey everyone, it's Julie Salant. I'm your intuitive healer for your life and business. Today's video is in the second video that I'm doing. I'm doing quite a few videos this month, in the month of March 2021. And I'm going to be rolling out the universal laws and how these affect you and how you can work with them in today's world. Because what I always try to do is give you something that you can learn and to shift your perspective. And many of you know about the law of attraction. There are people that love it, people that hate it. I'm actually one of those people who doesn't like it. And it sounds funny that I'm going to be teaching the universal laws because that is the first one. But the reason I didn't like all the training that was given on it is because one, they made it really salesy. They made it into something it wasn't supposed to be. And two, they didn't teach you the rest of it, right? There are a lot of laws out there, universal laws, kind of like gravity. You don't have to agree to them. They're actually just out there and they are happening on a regular basis. So it's important that you know what they are so that you can work with them to use them to your best advantage, because they are there and they're not going anywhere. They were created when the world was created. So I want to teach you some of these laws, and I'm going to use a short format. This could be a whole curriculum. We could go on and on. I could do 4 or 5 videos just on one law. And if there's a call for it, then I certainly will. But for right now, my goal is to give you a snapshot view of what some of these laws look like and really kind of give you some advice and some information on different perspectives on how to use them and bring them into your life, because you may not even be aware that they existed up until now. The first premise that I really kind of just want to go over is that if you don't know, this may be news to you and it may not be, but you as a soul agreed to be here during this time on planet Earth. You agreed and you signed up for, in fact, all that you're experiencing in the world right now, good or bad. There are only lessons. There are no failures. Okay. Things are happening for you, not to you. That is the truth. No matter what we go through, there's always a lesson, no matter if it's the death of a parent, changing in a job, losing a job. I've experienced all of these. And there's always a lesson for you. And you come here to raise your consciousness and for your soul to learn. If you believe that you come back lifetime after lifetime, um, you know, you're here to learn. And hopefully each lifetime you ascend higher. That's the point, right? So we all go through difficult times as humans, and we are humans. We are a wonderful divine being, and it has a beautiful soul in a human body that's fallible. We as humans fail all the time on a daily basis. And that's just the truth. But the other truth of that is that you are here for a mission on earth, and you do have a specific task that only you can do. I can't complete your mission for you. Only you can do that. So my goal is to help you be on the mission and find out what it is and to help you move forward and as easily and seamlessly as you can, because I've gone through so much professionally that didn't work for me almost my whole life. I had bright moments, excuse me, but a lot of times it was pretty much a shit show. No other way to say it. I did things because I was a people pleaser. I did things because I wanted to help others. I'm so empathic, I can feel others' pain. And when my parents told me that I really needed to be a secretary instead of what I wanted to be, which was a filmmaker, I took that road. So if you have not chosen yourself first, I did a whole video on that, which I think you should really take a listen to, because choosing yourself first, I was always taught, my generation was taught that it's very narcissistic, very much you're in your ego. You don't care about anybody else. How could you? Put yourself last. And remember, these are conscious and subconscious thoughts. Okay. So your conscious thoughts you're aware of, subconsciously, not so much. But your subconscious is what you operate off as an operating system almost 90% of the time, maybe higher than that. So I am offering, I will tell you, an Empowered You 3-month coaching program. And we're going to shift your mindset from going down this rabbit hole of how do I pivot? Is it too late for me? and I can't do this because I don't have enough money, I don't have enough contacts, I don't have enough XYZ, you fill in the blank. And we're going to flip all that and change it to something positive. So super important that you get a hold of this training because it will change you. All of this I'll put up on my website, but it will change your vibration, change your mindset. We'll release also ancestral experiences of your ancestors that may not make you feel like it's safe to be seen, safe to be heard, because believe it or not, you do, your body, your chakras, your aura, everything around you in your energy field does hold on to all of your ancestors' DNA and their thoughts and any agreements that they had around being safe to be seen, being safe to be heard, poverty. There's so many agreements that one of your ancestors may have made many, many years ago that is affecting you today, and you don't even know about it, and you don't even know what it is or why it's running. So if that's all true, then how could you fix it if you're not even aware of it? So that's what we'll do in Empowered You. It's a 3-month coaching program. I'm going to be putting it up on the website this week, but you can email me at jsalant5@outlook.com, which the link will be below if you want more information on it. So this is a short version of the Law of Divine Oneness. This is one of the top 4 laws. The first law is the law of attraction, which I'm not going to teach on because there's so much of that out there in the universe. And I'm going to read to you a little bit about what the law of divine oneness is. And remember, this is the short version. I could go on about this for quite a while. If you have specific questions or comments, I'd love to hear them. If you want more on this, I'll certainly make another video. But let me tell you what this is about. This law provides the foundational understanding that we are all connected to each other and that we are all connected to the same higher energy, God, the universe, or spirit. Basically, in physical form, we also coexist with the earth as a reflection of our collective oneness and consciousness. The earth reflects to us back our human and biological evolution. What you reflect comes back to you. So putting yourself first and believing I am abundant and prosperous is paramount to you as a person experiencing vibrancy and happiness. What you put out into the universe, you get back tenfold. So if what this is saying is true, and I do believe it is, we are all connected, right? You are connected to the person you sit next to on the bus. You're connected to people you don't even know. There is a collective consciousness. We are all part of the collective. Animals are part of it. Trees are part of it. Everyone's part of it and tapped into the collective energy. Now, why is this important for you to know? It's important for you to know because if you are very unhappy and you're frustrated, angry, hurt, sad, and putting that out there into the universe from your being, you're vibrating at a lower level. And everything and everyone around you can feel that. I'll just give you an example. You know, as many of you know, I'm an animal communicator. And what people don't know or really realize a lot of times is that animals see us all the time. They're in your house. They see you at your very best. They see you at your very worst. They see you angry. They see you sad. They see you happy and joyful. They see when you get a job. They see when you lose a job. And what they try to do is balance your energy and take any negative energy from you so that you can be a happier person. That's what animals are designed to do, help the humans on a lot of different levels. So if they can truly see everything, once you understand that your job, part of your job here is to vibrate higher, and that is to be happier, to be on point with your mission, to be in alignment. That will make you a better person because you'll be happier doing what you love, and you won't be as angry and frustrated because you'll be prosperous. That helps your animals who are trying to help you and everything, excuse me, everything around you. So it's very, very important that you understand that what you vibrate at not only affects you, but others. And some people don't even understand this simple, basic fact that you do vibrate out into the world. They think we're all kind of separate from each other and that your feelings don't matter to anyone else. You know, you can keep them bottled up inside you, but you really can't, Because even if you don't express yourself, and this is big, you guys, so please understand this one. If you don't express yourself, if you have a trauma around and a fear around being close to other people, let's just say in your personal life, let's just say that you were hurt very, very badly. And you say, I'm never going to do that again. I'm never going to go through that hurt and that pain again. And so anyone that you meet, you try to keep platonic. But inside, you're still not over that past hurt. And you still want a relationship with someone new, but you feel that you have trauma and PTSD from it and you can't get over it. So you feel inside angry, frustrated, sad, depressed, all of that, even rage. That you're not telling anybody that, but it's still within your body. And that means it's still within your chakras and your aura and everything around you. And that means no matter how much you try, you're still vibrating that out into the world. And that's what people and animals respond to. Have you ever gone into a store, and you don't have to be highly empathic to do this. Have you ever gone to a store and just kind of seen someone and felt like, man, they're having a bad day. Damn, they freaking look bad. They look pissed off today. I'm staying away from that person. I mean, literally, I've done that, and I've walked around people just because I don't want to be in their aura, their space, or they're so sad. You see somebody and you're like, that person's really sad. My heart goes out to them. You just feel it. That's because they're vibrating that out into the universe. So please understand this basic premise, and it's the truth, that you as a human are vibrating out all the time on a frequency. And everything around you has a frequency. Abundance has a frequency. Prosperity has a frequency. Loss has a frequency. Death has a frequency, right? So when you lose someone in your life and they pass away and you're very upset about it, even though you try to be brave and soldier on, try to put a brave face on and try to, get back to normal, inside you're still grieving. Inside you're still going through that anger and loss. And that's still what you're vibrating out into the world. So healing yourself, being on your mission, knowing what your soul's here to do is critical to you being happy. And we're all here to shine our light, pretty simply. No matter what the universe has called you to do, no matter what God's called you to do, no matter what spirit's called you to do, whatever you believe in, I believe in God, so I'm just going to say God, you're here on a mission. No one else can complete that mission but you. But what you vibrate out to the world is felt by others, felt by animals, it's felt by humans, it's felt by your plants, it's felt by everything, okay? Now, this is the interesting part. Let me read this to you. It can be hard to look at someone you don't even like and believe, what could we possibly have in common? Yet the only way someone can be in your life is if there is an energetic cord and connection. And this connection serves the purpose of healing, awareness, reflection, and personal growth. Okay, this is a big one. We all have people in our life that we don't like. We all have people, or we have had people in our life, perhaps that you even hate. When parents remarry, sometimes not a good fit. The children, don't matter how young or old they are, really rebel against it. They may not like the new person. The person could be cunning and nothing like their parent. It can be a shit show, as I say, because I know it happened to me. We can all look at someone in our lives and think, I don't like that person. They're an asshole. They act like an ass. They're very self-serving. They're a narcissist. They're a jerk. I don't like anything about them. I don't like the way they look. I don't like the way they talk. I don't like anything about them. Think politics. That's such an easy one, right? Because, in politics, we do this all the time. I don't like that candidate, not because they're Democratic or Republican and they're on the other party that I don't like. I just don't like the way they look. I don't like the way they talk. I don't like anything about them. I don't like them, right? What could you possibly have in common with somebody that you don't like, that's close to you, somebody that you work with and you see every day? Maybe your boss. Maybe you hate your boss. Hey, guys, I've had bosses. Let me just tell you something. I've been in sales. I've had bosses. If you guys have seen like some of the movies that have been put out about bosses, I can't think of the one with Leonardo DiCaprio that was so amazing. He was that boss. Sell me this pen. I'm sorry, I'm just drawing a blank. But the bosses that have been like, like Death of a Salesman, the bosses, I've had bosses stand on my desk and say, "Why are you all here?" And we all look at each other like, huh? And we're all like in a room making 100 calls a day. Sucked. And he would literally stand up and go, "You know what? You're all a bunch of idiots. I don't even know why I hired you. In fact, I should fire every one of you right now. Give me one good reason why I should keep you here, because you're all losers." Like, I've had that happen to me. I've had bosses take on a Friday, I would leave and I'd have you'd have your trash under your desk. I'd come in on a Monday and my boss had turned my trash upside down, left it for the whole weekend on my desk. I've had that happen to me. I've had so many things happen where bosses have yelled at me, demeaned me, belittle me, you name it. I've endured it. And so think about somebody like that you can't stand. And you're like, why is this person in my life? Other than the fact that it's professional, I just need a damn paycheck. The truth is, you have an energetic cord with every single person in your life and a contract with them. So let that sink in for a minute. If you've never realized that before, you do indeed have a contract with every single person in your life and an energetic cord attaching you to them and vice versa. The reason that you have this is, again, for your healing, awareness, reflection, and personal growth. Now, it doesn't mean that you're actually going to like that person at the end of the day, but they do teach you something. The hardest teachers I ever had were the best ones because they didn't allow me to slip. They actually made me perform. And when I did perform and I didn't do well, because you don't do well usually on the first go around, that's when you learn, right? So everyone that you don't like, and you could even hate, they're in your life for a reason, to teach you something. The law of divine oneness states that we are all in this together. We all have unity consciousness. Your animals, people around you, and everything within your house and around you and what you do physically, psychically, energetic, spiritually, everything and everywhere you go, you have a contract with. And be it, if you like that or not, it's a direct reflection of you and what you're here to learn. Because as I said, we are divine beings, but we are in a human body. So how can we change this? This is the big question, right? If we know that we're all connected, there's a foundational understanding that we're all each here to, learn something. The biggest thing I want you to take away from this is you are connected to everyone. More importantly, you're connected to a higher spirit energy, God, spirit, the universe, whatever you want to call it. And I'm just going to call it God. You're connected into God at all times. You choose if you want to disconnect. But if you're truly connected in, you can truly learn the lessons that you're here to learn. And if you're truly here and that this law of divine oneness exists, which it does, you are able to connect at all times. And you can change your vibration so that you can start having prosperity and you can start changing your mindset and flip it from, I don't have enough of this, which is scarcity consciousness, to I have everything I need. I have all the money I need. I have all the abundance I need. I have all the talent I need. I have everything I need. Because let me just tell you something. God would not give you a mission if you couldn't handle it. And he would give it to you so you could stretch and you could change. And a lot of times it will feel like, how am I going to do this? It's too big for me. But that's for another video. But just know that the law of divine oneness is in effect. We're all here together and you can connect into this divine being at any time. And this also includes your guides, your archangels, your ancestors. They're all here for you, but you need to ask them for help, okay, before they can help you. So do know that what you reflect comes back to you. That's the most important piece of this, along with the fact that you can connect into the divine guidance. If you can vibrate and happiness and love and prosperity and abundance, everything around you changes and everything will look different and you'll be happier. If you continue to stay in frustration, anger, doubt, rage, sadness, desperateness, desperation, then you'll vibrate that out into the world. And that's where you will not be able to attract what you want to come into your life, because you're not vibrating on the energetic level needed to bring that towards you. If you vibrate in sadness, you're only going to create more sadness. If you vibrate in abundance, abundance comes towards you. So I hope this helps you. Again, this was a short snapshot of the Law of Divine Oneness. I hope it helped you. Remember, please leave me your comments, your thoughts on this. If you want me to go way deeper, I will. If you want to take part in the Empowered You 3-month coaching package, email me at jsalant5@outlook.com, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.